China has just made a $113 billion free trade move. And while it sounds technical, this decision matters far beyond China because it could quietly reshape how the global economy works. The global trade system is breaking. Over the last few years, trade wars, sanctions, and geopolitics have slowly fractured what used to be a connected world economy. Supply chains are fragmented, trade blocs are hardening, and global growth is becoming more unstable. This is the real problem China is responding to. If global trade continues to fragment, everyone loses. Growth slows, cost rises, and smaller economies get squeezed between major powers. That is the risk sitting beneath this announcement. Let me explain what China is doing simply and clearly. No slogans, no politics, just the strategy. So, China is pushing a massive free trade framework covering $113 billion in trade value. This involves lowering trade barriers, easing market access, and locking in long term trade relationships. On the surface, it looks like a push for trade growth, but that is not the real objective. Here is the part most people miss. This is not about being generous, it is about control over global supply chains. At a time when the US and parts of Europe are becoming more inward looking, China is doing the opposite. It is trying to re anchor global trade around itself. Free trade here is the leverage. If countries depend on China for trade access, manufacturing, and logistics, China's economic influence strengthens quietly and in a structured manner. Now, this is why this move matters globally. If this strategy works, trade flows reorganize, supply chains tilt towards China, economic influence shifts without confrontation. If it fails, trade blocs harden further, global growth becomes slower, volatility increases. There is no neutral outcome here. Success means China becomes a central hub in a fragmented world. Failure means deeper global division and higher instability for everyone. Now, that is the gamble. This is why this $113 billion trade move is more than an economic headline. It is a signal about where global power is trying to reposition itself. If you want to understand how this shift could impact countries like India and other emerging markets, watch my next video. It explains where global money and trade flows move next. Thank you.